Happy Friday, May the 30th, 2025. I am glad that you're joining me today, whether it's live or if you happen to click on this video at some time in the future. Welcome and glad that you are here. My name is James. This is 20th and 21st Movies. We are about all things cinema, and today we're going to react and share some reactions to Arrow Video's August 2025 title announcements. Now, of course, as sometimes happens, some of these titles have already been leaked yesterday or the day before. So, there's been an awareness of a couple of these titles, but that will not in any way quench our enthusiasm and excitement for these titles. We're gonna go ahead and react to these titles and sort of pretend that I didn't know about that one. Oh, that's a great surprise. But no, I'm just kidding. But I'm just being a little silly. I'm really just happy that it's Friday, to tell you the truth. I am so glad after a long week. It's been a good week, but it's been, it's one of those weeks where this is the end of Memorial Day week. And so I spent the first few days with my family in Savannah celebrating the holiday. Went up there on Sunday, had a great holiday Monday, remembering those who made the ultimate sacrifice and just spending time with the family. And then on Tuesday, had a great day in Savannah as well. Came back on Wednesday and sort of had a soft entry into a very short work week yesterday, wrapped it up today. And so it's been a pretty short work week, but a lot of traveling and running around. And so I'm very happy to put a nice bow on this week and spend that time with you talking about Arrow Video August 2025 titles. I want to hear in the comments section how you feel about these titles. There's a really nice mix of titles here. I'm still trying to decide which of these titles are for me. So I want to really hear from you in the comments section what you think about some of these titles, because most of these I have not seen. I've only seen one of these. I will confess up front. So I really want to hear what you guys think about these titles and what your recommendations are and what your excitement level is for August 2025 from Arrow Video. So let's not delay this anymore. Let's get into it. As they usually do, Arrow Video has announced their upcoming titles coming in 3 months from now in the month of August 2025. They do that typically at the last Friday of each month with a few exceptions. And of course, as true to form, they have provided their August 2025 announcements. It's 7 titles coming out in the month of August, so a pretty nice slate of releases. You have some horror films in here. You have a Western in here. You have a nice, crime thriller in here. You have a disaster epic. And you have another title that I'm not really sure how to categorize it, but we'll talk about it. But yes, 7 titles, an assortment of Blu-ray releases, 4K releases. Some of these releases are only in the UK. Some of these releases have already been released in the United States and now getting a UK release. There's one of these titles that already has a Criterion 4K here in the US, but now getting an Arrow 4K in the UK that now makes me wish I had waited before I upgraded my Criterion to 4K, but we'll talk about that. So yeah, I'm excited to talk about these titles, and I want to see who all is out there. Have just a couple of comments. We'll get to them now. Hey, James Wallets says Gary's Comics and Movies. Wallets in critical condition. Ordered both Texas Chainsaw releases. Thief. Glad I held up on the Criterion. I wish I did as well, Gary. Poseidon bought the Shootist, Arrow release, and Gator Bait. Okay, cool. All right, Gary. So Gary's excited, as well as and Justice for All, Storm Center, Liberation of LB Jones. Wow, your wallet is hurting. And Silent Scream, Kino, all today. Hugh is right, man. Give the wallet a break. The wallet is crying uncle. The wallet is doing this. Come on, Gary. Man, but yeah, those are going to be some great pickups, and I hope you enjoy those. Adrian James says, hello there, James. Hello, Adrian. Across the pond to you. Hope you're doing well. Movie Addict says, howdy, James. Might not be here too long. My youngest son is graduating tonight. I am honored that you're even here, at all. But first, Congratulations to your son graduating. It's that time of the year, isn't it? You know, it's graduation time. Kind of reminds me I need to go into one of my rooms here and pull out one of the cards. One of my cousins, I think daughters, graduated. I need to send them a gift. So I need to do that after I get off this stream. But it's that time of the year. It's graduation season. My son just finished 11th grade. He's going to be a big bad senior this coming year. So I'm excited as well for this coming year, but congratulations to your son. Hope you have a great time tonight. Gungshi says, hi, James. Hello, Gungshi. Hope you're doing well. But yeah, hope everybody's doing well. It's Friday. We're getting ready to go into the weekend. We're about to put a bow on this month of May. It's been an epic month. A lot of exciting things going on in the world of physical media. Arrow Video is jumping into that excitement. They've already put out a ton of great releases so far this year. I think it's been a strong year for Arrow Video this year so far. I'm also in the Criterion space, and so Criterion's had a great year so far. I think Arrow's had a great year so far. Kino Lorber's released some nice titles. So those three labels are the labels I follow the most, and they're all, I think, having a pretty strong year so far. So let us go ahead and let me share my screen. And let's go ahead and get into these titles. I don't want to hold you all very long here today. I want to be respectful of everyone's time. So I am going to, let me see, how do I best share my screen here? Here we are. I'll do it this way. All right. So you should be seeing my Twitter feed. The way I get these Arrow announcements is I just go to their Twitter. I go to my X account and I follow Arrow Video, and they have their X feed, and every Friday announcements day at 10 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, in the case during daylight savings time, they say time for our August new title reveals. This was put up at 10 a.m. EDT. So they say, hey, time for our new title reveals, and then they go into all the reveals. So that's how I do it, through their Twitter page. Some people go to the website or what have you, but I just go to the Twitter page. So let's go ahead and proceed here with the first announcement here. This is a title that's coming to the UK on Blu-ray. It is John Wayne's last film, for what I understand, and it is called The Shootist, and it's coming out in the UK through HMV Tweets. You have it available through, of course, directly through Arrow Video. But yeah, I mean, you've got this title also available through Zavi in the UK. So I'll actually click on the Zavi link here and see what we have here. But this title, I believe, is available in the US. It first was released by Arrow Video in the US. Now it's getting a UK release, from what I understand. I have not yet picked this one up, but it's one that I'm definitely interested in. But this is The Shootist. This is John Wayne's last film. It's a Dino De Laurentiis production. John Wayne, Lauren Bacall, in a I believe it's Don Siegel film, The Shootist. So very nice looking cast there. You see here the reversible art. This is the new art that was commissioned for this release. And then this here is the classic art. So, you have that choice there. Says here, I won't be surprised. I'm sorry, I won't be wronged. I won't be insulted. I won't be laid a hand on. I don't do these things to other people, and I require the same from them. That's not too much to ask for, I guess. Legendary director Don Siegel, Dirty Harry, directs the iconic John Wayne as an aging gunfighter dying of cancer in his final screen appearance, a superb adaptation of Glendon Swartwout's classic Western novel, The Shootist. So in this film, John Wayne is playing an aging gunfighter dying of cancer. And from what I understand, I believe that during the shooting of this film, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that John Wayne, he had actually survived cancer in real life. And he was actually battling illness during the filming of this film. So it's kind of a little bit of irony there in his last screen appearance. So it says, John Bernard Books is the stuff of legend, a renowned shootist whose reputation looms large. But it's 1901, and like the Old West, John is dying, and a reputation like his draws trouble like an outhouse draws flies. So classic Western tale of an old legendary gun who is sick. He's trying to hang it up and retire, but his legend follows him, and of course, trouble comes along with that, and that is part of what's driving this film, from what I understand. I have not seen it, but I'm looking forward to checking it out. I don't plan to pick up this UK release. I'm going to try to see if it's still available here in the US. I'll have to double check that. But this is a 2K remastered by Arrow from the original 35 millimeter negative. It's in 1080p. You get the audio commentary from a critic, Howard Berger. You get a number of essays, visual essays, interviews. So nice looking edition here. The reversible sleeve that I just showed, and an illustrated collector's booklet featuring writing by film critic Philip Kemp. So this is John Wayne's last appearance. I definitely want to check out this film. I love Westerns. So this is one that I want to add to my collection, but I will likely add the the US edition for sure. But yeah, this is the UK edition of The Shootist. Let me know in the comment section below if this is a title that you plan to add to your cart. But yeah, this is available through Zavi in the UK, also available through HMV Tweets directly on the Arrow site. This is a UK release of The Shootist, I believe the 1976 film from Don Siegel, starring John Wayne and Lauren Bacall. Nice cover. All right, so that is The Shootist. The next title we have here is Enemy Territory. This is also a UK release. So we've got, I think, 3 releases this month that are just UK only titles. One is The Shootist, which of course came out previously in the US, as I mentioned. This is another title here, Enemy Territory, which is another Blu-ray release coming out in the UK only. It's available through Zavi, HMV Tweets, and the Arrow site. So let's go ahead and click on the Arrow site here and see what they have to show us here. Welcome. Well, thank you. I feel welcome. This is Enemy Territory. Now, this is a new film for me. I don't know much about it, so I'm going to be relying heavily on my notes here. I have some notes here that I prepare for these broadcasts. I like to have some notes to at least appear that I know what I'm talking about. But yeah, this is a very apparently an intense thriller about a white insurance agent trapped in a hostile housing project. So it's a low budget but packed with tension and social commentary. It's a rare 80s urban action film that Arrow is rescuing from obscurity, which I can believe that I've never heard this film before. It is definitely a film that has my interest. I heard that it has Ray Parker Jr. In there. Of course, Ray Parker Jr. known for, Who You Gonna Call, Ghostbusters, the Ghostbusters theme song. This is down on his luck insurance salesman Barry, played by Gary Frank, finds himself trapped in an apartment building on the wrong side of town with a street gang called the Vampires out for his blood. With the help of a telephone repairman, Ray Parker Jr., a disabled Vietnam vet, Jan Michael Vincent, and the granddaughter of his client, Stacey Dash, Barry must fight for his life to make it all the way down from the top floor in the hope of getting out alive. So he's trapped in this apartment building on the wrong side of town, and a street gang is after him. So this is Enemy Territory. So he's trapped in enemy territory here. Very interesting premise. I have never heard this film before. You see Ray Parker Jr. there, and I presume Gary Frank there. Very interesting. Here is the art options. Here's the new art. Here is the classic art here. So you have your reversible options there. This is a brand new restoration from the original 35 millimeter negative by Arrow Films. You get a brand new audio commentary by the director with film critics Dave Wayne and Maddie Budrowitz. Brand new audio commentary by film scholar Josh Nelson. So 2 brand new audio commentaries here. Two newly filmed interviews. One, Den of Vampires with the cinematographer, Giving Up the Ghost with actor Gary Frank. So a couple of new interviews, 2 brand new commentaries on here. Brand new restoration. You get the reversible sleeve, double-sided poster, and an illustrated collector's booklet. So this looks like a very, very nice addition from Arrow Video. Again, I don't think this is one of those chunky boxes, but it looks like a really nice addition here that I am Looking forward to checking out. This is coming out on August the 4th, 2025, and it's available for pre-order. 18 pounds. 18 pounds. That is Enemy Territory. So let me leave this site here. So yeah, going back to Enemy Territory, and let me go back to the Shootist because I forgot to tell you what that pre-order price is. It's also $18. It's coming out on August the 18th. So the Shootist is coming out August the 18th, and Enemy Territory is coming out on August the 4th. So just a little bit of information there. So far we've talked about the Shootist, Enemy Territory, both Blu-ray editions coming out in the UK. So that is very, very exciting. The third title that's coming out only in the UK is a title that has been leaked and is now confirmed to be coming out in the month of August on 4K Ultra HD. It is the 1981 film from Michael Mann. This is the film this is the film of these releases that I've actually seen. This is a film that I love. This is a film that has been out on Criterion for a number of years, for over a decade. And this is one of my all-time favorite Criterion collection releases of this film that I've had ever since I've been collecting Criterion from the very beginning. And I love this film. I upgraded it to 4K on Criterion. Now it is getting a UK release on 4K from Arrow Video. And we'll go ahead and click on this HMV link here from the HMV store. And this is Thief from Michael Mann, coming out August the 25th in a very nice looking edition here. Nice looking cover. I mean, the cover looks okay. You know, you have some of the characters here, James Caan, Tuesday Weld. You have Robert Prosky, who plays one of the villains. You have James Caan in wearing his glasses there as he's cracking a safe. But yeah, very, very nice looking addition there in the diamond here. You have the reversible art that you see there, which is nice. This new art, and you see this classic art here of Michael Mann's Thief. So yeah, very nice. The tagline being, "Tonight his take-home pay is $410,000 tax-free." Yeah, what a film! What a film! I mean, James Caan has some really nice lines in this film that I think you'll appreciate. This film also has Willie Nelson in it, which is a really nice touch. But yeah, really good film. This is an all-time classic film. This is, as much as I love James Caan as Sonny in The Godfather, I think this is probably my favorite role of his of all. Playing this thief, he's a man who has been a career thief. He's been out, been in prison, gotten out of prison. He's been in trouble with the law, and he, cracks safes for a living. And he's doing one last job and wants to get out for good, but forces are trying to pull him in for the long haul. When the only thing he wants to do is just get out for good and start a new life for himself. So it's a classic tale of a man trying to leave his past behind, but the past keeps pulling him back in to the life he wants to leave behind. So really good film that I thoroughly enjoy, and it's now getting a 4K release from Arrow Video. Now I'm trying to see where. Oh yeah, the description here. Yeah, so this is Michael Mann's first theatrical feature, and he returns to the rain-soaked streets of his hometown, Chicago. That's one of the great things about this film, Thief, is the atmosphere of this film. It's the rain-soaked streets of Chicago. It's a beautiful atmosphere with the rain and the rain-soaked streets, the neon, and it looks phenomenal on this Criterion 4K. So atmospherically, it looks fantastic in the night scenes and even in the daytime scenes. But that music, that score from Tangerine Dream is just absolutely hypnotic. It's a beautiful, synthetic sounding score from Tangerine Dream that's on here. There's a nice feature on this Criterion edition that features Tangerine Dream. Really, really good stuff. And of course, it looks fantastic with that atmosphere in Chicago. Fantastic stuff. Now, for someone like myself who already has this 4K from Criterion, the only reason why I would consider picking up this release is in comparing the special features. Am I getting something that I don't already have on here. And there are a few new features that are on here that are not on the Criterion edition. I think this documentary on Michael Mann from 2001 is new. The Stolen Dreams 2014 interview with James Caan. You have this Hollywood USA interview here, and you also have this the heart of the height of the heist, the art of the heist, which is another feature, and then a brand new comparison of the theatrical cut and the director's cut. So you do have a number of additional features on this Arrow video version that would give someone a thought about maybe double dipping, but I'm on the fence on this one. This is one that I'm thinking about, but we shall see. This is one of those ones where I wish that I had waited before I upgraded this to 4K on Criterion, because I already had the Blu-ray edition of this, and I wish I had waited to just get this Arrow edition, so I'd have the Criterion special features, I have the Arrow 4K and special features, but I didn't do that this time. So half of me wants to just stick with the Criterion. The other half of me is, we'll see. I may upgrade. We shall see. So yeah, so that is the Thief edition. It is coming out on, when is it coming out? It is coming out August the 25th. August the 25th, and so it's coming out on August the 25th on 4K Ultra HD, and it looks like a very nice looking set indeed. So let me know in the comment section how many of you are interested in this edition of Thief from not the Criterion, from Arrow Video. Let me see who else is out there. Not many. Let's see. We have here. What is Gary saying? Gary's saying, not to jump the gun, James, but Arrow is supposed to release 4Ks of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and To Live and Die in LA soon, which is great news considering how Kino screwed that one up. Okay. You mean this one here, Gary? This is one I just literally picked up. How did Kino screw this one up? Let me know in the comment section. I haven't watched it yet, but let me know how Kino screwed that one up. But I did not know that. But yeah, and that's if I knew Arrow was going to release To Live and Die in LA, I would not have picked up this Kino version. I would have waited for the Arrow. But yeah, definitely let me know in the comments what you've heard about that one. But yeah, let me know what you think about these titles so far. I don't see any more comments, so I'm just gonna continue on and jump back into my Twitter feed. Oh, well, before I do, Gary is confirming, yep, that one. They screwed up the color and the audio. Doggone it. Oh well. I'll still watch it for the film anyway. All right. Let's see. Let's go back to my Twitter feed and let's see what we have here. Yeah, so that's Thief. Thief is so good, folks. I mean, it's such a good movie. Whether you get it on Criterion, whether you get it on Arrow, the good thing is you got options, and I think that's one of the great things, just having options in the marketplace. If you're in the UK, this is a nice looking, 4K edition coming your way. Looks like it's got more features than this than this Criterion edition. As much as I love this Criterion edition, I think one of the downsides is that the features are a little bit light. You do get the audio commentary with Mann and actor James Caan, the same commentary that will appear on the Arrow edition. You do get the interviews of Mann, Caan, and Johanna Smolling of the band Tangerine Dream. Again, a feature with Tangerine Dream, which is really cool. And you get a trailer, and that's pretty much it. You get an essay. So it's kind of light on the features. You do get a little bit of James Caan talking about how he prepared for the role and everything. But, it's a pretty light package from a feature standpoint. But the film is just incredible. And this new 4K from Criterion knocks it out of the park. And I'm sure Arrow will do the same on their 4K. All right. Let's get to a release that's actually coming out in the US and Canada, and that is one of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre films. It is the Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2003 remake, which I have not seen. I've only seen of the TCM films. The only one that I've seen is the original. That's probably the only one I'm ever going to see, probably. But it's a brilliant classic film. I have it on 4K in one of those steel books. But this here is the 2003 remake. So let's see. This is the US and Canada title. It is available on 4K Ultra HD. This is the arrow links. Let's click on that and see what they're talking about here. So this is available for $35 pre-order. It is coming out the 26th of August of this year. And this is for its inaugural film, Michael Bay's studio Platinum Dune. So this is Platinum Dune's inaugural film. So this is Platinum Dune's bringing together scriptwriter Scott Kosar from The Machinist and director Marcus Nispel from 2009's Friday the 13th for a grisly update of Tobe Hooper's classic tale of Texan terror. The result would conquer the 2003 box office, introducing a new generation of genre fans to the franchise. So you have a group of carefree young adults road trip through Texas is cut short when the panic-stricken hitchhiker they've picked up shoots herself in the back of her vehicle. Desperate to find help, our heroes are directed to the home of the local sheriff, but little do they know they are stumbling into the lair of the Hewitts, the most violent family in all of Texas, including their chainsaw-wielding son. I don't think I would want to have dinner at the Hewitt's house, but yeah, look, it looks interesting. This is Roger Ebert described it as vile, ugly, and brutal. Okay, so interesting. This is a 4K Ultra HD Dolby Vision, so you're getting Dolby Vision with this release. You're getting DTS HD Master Audio 7.1 and 5.1 surround audio and lossless stereo audio. Nice. You're getting a brand new audio commentary with Dread Central co-founder Steve, Uncle Creepy Barton, and co-host of the Spooky Picture Show podcast. Okay. Archival audio commentary. So a couple of actually 3 archival audio commentaries, folks. You're getting 3 audio commentaries in here. They're all archival, but that's cool. If you've never heard them before, they're new to you, right? So that's cool. Reimagining a classic of brand new, 5 brand new interviews here, folks. So 3 audio commentaries, 5 brand new interviews with the director, the cinematographer, actor Brett Wagner, the makeup and effects artist, and the composer. So nice. You're getting a making of documentary. You're getting an in-depth look at the infamous killer who inspired the character of Leatherface. Some deleted scenes. Look at the cutting room floor. A lot of stuff. Ton of features in this release, folks. So if you're a fan of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre remake from 2003, if you're a fan of this film, this is no doubt a release that you are probably going to be interested in. You see here the new art, the reversible options here. This is the original. This is coming out August the 26th in the United States and Canada, and it's available for pre-order at $35. So definitely let me know in the comment section below, how excited are you for this release? Honestly, this is a release that I am very unlikely to get. I've seen the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and with a lot of these horror franchises, I'm pretty much a see the original and I'm good. Whether it's Friday the 13th, whether it's Halloween, although I've seen a few of the Halloween films, Nightmare on Elm Street, Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I'm pretty much good with the very first film, and I don't need to see all the sequels and all of that. But yeah, this is one that I will likely pass on, but I know a lot of people are probably going to be going for this one. All right, so that is Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2003, the remake limited edition 4K Ultra HD. So that is very interesting for a lot of people. Then we get to a title that is available in the UK, as well as Canada and the United States, and it is called Perpetrator. This is a new film from 2023, and this is a film that I don't know anything about as well. Is from Jennifer Reeder, I believe, is the director of this film. Very interesting art on here. So let's click on this and see what this is about. This is available in the UK, in the United States, and in Canada, coming out August the 18th. And is from the exquisite mind of Jennifer Reeder, who did Knives and Skin and VHS 94, comes Perpetrator, a brilliantly original and twisted take on female suppression, dangerous male predators, and the pains of adolescence with a stunning lead performance from Kia McKernan. Okay. So, on the eve of her 18th birthday, wild and rebellious Johnny is sent by her father to live with her estranged aunt Hildy, where she begins to experience a radical metamorphosis. A family spell called the Forevering, with her newly uncovered powers, alongside a growing obsession with blood, a freshly feral and self-assured Johnny sets out on a perilous hunt to find a lethal perpetrator responsible for the disappearances of several local women. Okay. So this is a blend of feminist coming of age drama with serial killer and supernatural fantasy genres. So it's a blending of different genres. Very, very interesting. High definition 1080p. You get DTS HD Master Audio 5.1. You get a brand new audio commentary, a brand new visual essay, on cassette interviews. You get a couple of music videos, okay, both directed by Jennifer Reeder. And you get some short films from Jennifer Reeder. So this looks like an interesting addition for people who, have an opportunity to learn more about this director and this filmmaker. If you are a fan of her other work, like the VHS 94 or Knives and Skin, this would be a continuation of that with this filmmaker here. So this definitely would be a discovery for me, but it's one, again, this is not one that I'm, in all honesty, that I'm interested in, but definitely want to know in the comments section what you think about it. Have you seen Perpetrator? If so, what do you think about this film? And is this one that you plan to pick up? Is this one that you plan to put in your cart? Let us know that in the comments section. So that's Perpetrator, coming out on August the 18th, and it's available for £18 in the UK. It's also coming out in the United States as well. You see here the reversible art options there. So interesting concept. So let me know what y'all think of this film, Perpetrator. All right. Now, this is a title here that was leaked, and I got to be honest with you. When I saw this leak, I saw nothing but hate for this film from everybody. I mean, everybody was just saying how disappointed they were that this title was being announced. But I've never seen it before, and I'm willing to give this one a chance. This is actually one that, if there's one or two titles that I have any interest in this month from Arrow Video, this is actually one of the ones that I have somewhat of an interest in, and that's Poseidon from 2006. It's the remake. Is it 2006? Hold on. I think it's, yes, 2006. It's the remake of the disaster thriller The Poseidon Adventure from the early 1970s. This one stars Kurt Russell in it, and it is going to be available. Poseidon will be available in Canada through Unobstructed View, the United States through Diabolic DVD, and the UK as well. And you see the arrow link here. Let's go ahead and let's look at Unobstructed View here. Let's check them out. Unobstructed View, Poseidon Limited Edition 4K Ultra HD, available for Canadian pre-order at $41 Canadian dollars and 24 Canadian cents. This is coming out August the 12th from Arrow Video, 98 minutes. So this is, from what I understand, about a boat that capsizes, I guess, and that's the disaster. And you have Kurt Russell and company trying to, navigate through this disaster. So this is the reversible art here. So legendary director Wolfgang Peterson, who did Das Boot, The Perfect Storm, brings all his talent for jaw-dropping spectacle to his 2006 epic disaster movie Poseidon, a pulse-pounding update of Paul Gallico's classic adventure novel. Passengers and crew members alike are celebrating New Year's Eve aboard the cruise liner Poseidon, the pinnacle of engineering and the height of luxury. But soon after the clock strikes midnight, a gigantic rogue wave comes crashing against the vessel, sending it plummeting towards the depths of the Atlantic Ocean. As the ship sinks further down, a group of survivors must learn to work together if they are to pull through this terrifying ordeal. So yeah, they're aboard this cruise liner, the Poseidon, on the ocean, and all of a sudden they're sinking. So you have Kurt Russell, Josh Lucas, Richard Dreyfuss, Andre Braugher, and Emmy Rossum. You have stunning visual effects by Industrial Light and Magic. So this is a 4K with Dolby Vision, HDR10 compatible, 5.1 DTS-HD master audio. You get a brand new interview with the director of photography, John Seal. Several brand new interviews. Production designer, visual effects supervisor, makeup effects onset supervisor. Brand new retrospective on the film by Heath Holland. So you also get a number of featurettes. Poseidon, a ship on a soundstage, Poseidon upside down, a featurette. You get the reversible sleeve featuring the original and newly commissioned artwork, and an illustrated collector's booklet. And new writing on the film by Priscilla Page. So this looks like a pretty nice and rich edition of this film. Again, this film, I think a lot of people don't like this film or something. I've never seen it before, but I'm actually willing to give it a chance. This just looks like a, check your brain at the door disaster type of film, starring Kurt Russell, Richard Dreyfuss. I mean, how bad can it be? How bad can it be, people? But I definitely want to hear what y'all think about this film in the comment section below. It's coming out August the 12th. It's 98 minutes, and looks like it could be a fun watch. But definitely want to hear what y'all think in the comment section. Again, this is available in the United States, Canada, and the UK, coming in August from Arrow Video. So let me see what you all think about this so far. I have a fairly light crowd out there, but that's okay. I know everybody's got things to do. It's Friday. Y'all are going to graduations and different things. So I get it. It's all good. Underwhelming month for me, but our wallets need more of those. Yeah, I'm with you, Michael. And that's where I'm at with this month of releases from Arrow Video. There's not a lot that I'm like extremely excited for. But there's probably one or two titles that I might check out at some point. But this is one of those months that I'm like, okay, I think I'm good, especially looking forward to things like the upcoming Wes Anderson 10-film 4K set that I'll probably be getting in October. I think I'm good with sort of going light on Arrow for August. Let's see, the remake is actually quite good and scary, James. The remake of Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Gary. Howdy, Mozart's Ghost. Howdy there, Ghost. How are you doing? We're hunting a serial killer. Me. Okay, I'll watch that. Okay. Professor Akhmadiev of the Australian National University has stated that 10 rogue waves exist in the world's oceans at any moment. Okay. Cool. I just got here, James. Have you seen Sinners? I'm up to 3 times. Wow, I have gotten a number of recommendations on that film. At some point, I may check it out. I'm still sort of thinking about it. I know it's coming out on physical media pretty soon, but that's one that has gotten a lot of talk in a lot of different aspects. So we shall see. We shall see. But I have not seen it yet. 58 feet is the largest record rogue wave. Now that's one heck of a wave. That is probably enough to tip a boat. Got the Blu-ray at Dollar Tree a while back, but haven't watched it yet. The Blu-ray of what? Poseidon? Poseidon, Big Ideas? I thought Poseidon was pretty good. See, somebody out there is giving Poseidon some love. See, that's probably the one title that I may end up picking up, Poseidon, for this month of August. Texas Chainsaw. Oh, yeah. Confirming that you were talking about Texas Chainsaw being that the remake was pretty good. Okay, cool. That's good to know. Definitely not much here for me. I'm with you, movie addict. I'm kind of in that same boat. I'm in that same boat. But hey, we shall see. Did you already get Thief from Criterion, James? I missed that part. Yes, yes. The Criterion Blu-ray of this, I was one of my very first Criterions, probably a dozen years ago. I recently upgraded this to 4K when it came out, and I kind of wish I waited now that this Arrow 4K is coming out. But at this point, I'm probably just going to stick with my Criterion. I'm going to keep my Criterion 4K in any event. It's really a matter of, am I going to triple dip and get the Arrow 4K? Probably not. Probably not. Even though those extra features are a little compelling. Poseidon was at Dollar Tree years ago. They don't get new stock anymore. Okay. Interesting. All right, let's go ahead and wrap up the last few titles here, shall we? Let's go back here. So that's Poseidon. Poseidon. Yeah, and Poseidon, that was the hint in the picture. Every month when Arrow Video on that Wednesday morning before the Friday announcement, they put out a little Twitter tease, and they have a picture on there saying, "Hey," and they say, "Hey, our announcements. We're going to make our announcements this Friday at 10 a.m. Eastern Time, 3 p.m. GMT or whatever." So, and they give a picture here providing a hint. And this time they had this picture, and people rightfully said it was this movie Poseidon. So kudos. All right. We had the Texas Chainsaw Massacre remake from 2003. This film is from 2006. It is the prequel, apparently. It's the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the beginning, from what I understand. I have not seen this one either, but it's available it's coming out in the US, in Canada, and the UK. So US, Canada, and the UK. Texas Chainsaw Massacre remake from 2003 is only coming out in the US and Canada. But this one, the beginning, is coming out on 4K Ultra HD in the US, the UK, and Canada. So let's go ahead and click on Diabolic DVD. Oh, sorry. Wrong link. Diabolic DVD. All right. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the beginning, getting a Arrow 4K release, $32.99. Look at that. Interesting. This is the reversible options. And then this here is the set, as you can see. Witness the Birth of Fear. So this is like a prequel. It's showing the beginning of, I guess, the beginning of Leatherface and the history. How he, what happened to him? How did he get to the place that he got to doing the things he's doing? So this is after 2003's successful remake of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Michael Bay's Platinum Dunes would take another trip to the Lone Star State for the terrifying prequel, The Texas Chainsaw Massacre: The Beginning. In the summer of 1969, brothers Eric and Dean and their girlfriends Chrissy and Bailey are having one last road trip before the boys set off to Vietnam. An altercation with a shotgun-wielding biker leads them to crash their car, only for them to be rescued by Sheriff Hoyt. But their savior isn't as benevolent as he seems, and the gang are taken hostage and dragged to the residence of the murderous Hewitt family, among them Hoyt's brother Thomas, a hulking brute who conceals his face behind a leather mask. Feast your eyes on this twisted and horrifying vision of the Hewitt's origins, presented here in its original theatrical version and the extended uncut version for the first time on 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray. So you get 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray Dolby Vision HDR10 compatible of both the theatrical version and the uncut version. So you're getting the theatrical and the uncut version on 4K Dolby Vision for both of these. That's good to know. For those of you interested in this title, 5.1 DTS Master Audio, 2.0 audio on the theatrical version, and DTS HD Master Audio 7.1, 5.1, and 2.0 on the uncut version. So a number of audio options, whether you're looking at the uncut version or the theatrical version. Great to know. You're getting an archival audio commentary and a brand new audio commentary. on the uncut version. So that's good to know. A new interview with actor Lou Temple, brand new interview with the special effects makeup artist, a brand new interview with the director of photography, an archival making of documentary, um, deleted and extended scenes with optional commentary, reversible sleeve, double-sided fold-out poster. So yeah, so this is a pre-order disc that is due to be released on or about August the 26th, 2025. So very, very good to know. So yeah, I mean, how many of you are fans of these two Platinum Dunes releases? Um, of these two Platinum Dune releases from Michael Bay's, outfit here. This is the 2006 film, the prequel of the 2003 film. Um, what do you think? I mean, this is one that honestly, this is one that's not exactly speaking to me. I'm probably not planning to get this, but let me know in the comments section what your excitement level is for this title, and if you plan to pick up the Texas Chainsaw Massacre at the beginning um, on 4K Ultra HD. Let me know in the comments section. All right. That, I believe, wraps it up. So yeah, so these are the August 2025 releases from Arrow Video. You have three titles coming out in the UK only. The Shootist, which is getting a Blu-ray release in the UK. As I said before, I will probably get the US version of this if it's still available. This is a Western John Wayne's last appearance. So this is one I'm definitely interested in the US. Thief on 4K, probably leaning not to get this one, even though, this is one of those, if I had not already upgraded my Criterion to 4K, I would definitely be getting this one from Arrow Video. So I wish Arrow had put this out a year ago before Criterion did theirs in the US, but I already had the Criterion 4K and I'm good with it. Enemy Territory is one that is not really speaking to me, but it is definitely a title that sounds interesting, but not one that is just jumping out at me at the moment. You have this one here, Perpetrator, horror film available in the UK, US, and Canada on Blu-ray. You have Poseidon that's coming out in 4K Ultra HD in the UK, US, and Canada. This is a title that I'm probably going to get. May wait for a sale, but this is one that just intrigues me. It's a disaster epic. Kurt Russell, Richard Dreyfuss. It's one that I'm willing to check out. And then you have in the US and Canada, we're getting the Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2003 remake. And in the US and Canada and the UK, you're getting the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the 2006 film that's the prequel coming out as well. So that's the lineup. Again, the ones that are jumping out at me to probably get would be Poseidon, and then of course the previously released in the US, The Shootist. But the other titles, I'm probably going to take a pass. Let me know in the comments section what titles you are interested in picking up from our friends from Arrow Video. So let's see what we have here. Mozart's Ghost says, same for me, James. I'd rather get a new movie than triple dip. Yeah, that's where I'm at too. And, when I'm looking at things like that Wes Anderson set from Criterion coming out in September that I'll probably get in the October flash sale from Criterion, I think I want to just sort of save the resources for things like that. But we shall see. I thought they were going to release Poseidon from 1972. I guess the remake is decent enough. Yeah, it could be. We have my man Dell. How are you doing, Dell? Hope you're doing well. Hope you had a great week. Hope you're having a good Friday. Things are going well on this end. Hope things are going well for you as well, my friend. Let's see. Manny Ray says, I'm glad I didn't rush to get the Criterion 4K of Thief release. Yeah, you're rubbing it in, Manny. You're rubbing it in, especially now with Arrow's announcement of Thief 4K. Yeah, and that's the way I like to play it. If I already have the Criterion Blu-ray, I love it when Arrow Video or Kino comes out with the 4K, because then I have Criterion special features. I have the special features from the other release and the 4K. works out great. That's what I did with Silence of the Lambs, Criterion Blu-ray, Arrow Video 4K. Same with Videodrome, Criterion Blu-ray, Arrow Video 4K, and that Arrow Video 4K of Videodrome, chef's kiss. Fantastic, fantastic. So, but in this case, Criterion upgraded to 4K before the other label did. So it's all good. Any region-free Blu-ray player recommendations? That is, it's interesting you're asking that question because I'm actually in the market myself. I am currently potentially eyeing. This is not a recommendation, but I'm looking at potentially the Sony X800 M2. I think, not the one that's available from Best Buy, but the one that's actually region free is the one that I'm leaning toward. And the reason why I'm leaning to get that one is I want the region free Blu-ray player support to be able to play region free Blu-rays, such as, this is a beautiful Arrow Video Edition, A Fistful of Dollars. I'm waiting on for a few dollars more coming soon. But this is the Arrow version of this. I got the 4K to see the movie, which is great. But the features are on the region B locked Blu-ray. So I need a region free player to play that. So I'm thinking about just getting a 4K player that can also play region free Blu-rays. So that way I have another 4K player, because these players, there's fewer people producing these. And so I want to be prepared for, in the event that those players get harder to obtain in the future, to actually have a backup on the 4K side, but then also have the ability to play region-free Blu-ray. So that's the one I'm looking at right now, but we shall see. But let me know in the comment section, anybody watching this on replay or whatever, what recommendations do you have on region-free players? Do you recommend a region-free Blu-ray only player? Or do you recommend a region-free player that also plays 4K players? 4K discs, which are all region-free, but also plays region-free Blu-ray. Let me know in the comments section and let us know your recommendations. Dell says, I have TCM the beginning on Blu-ray. Not sure if I'll upgrade. Do you like it, Dell? Are you a fan of that movie, the beginning? The OG Poseidon Adventure is fantastic. Not really a fan of Poseidon. Okay. I have not seen Poseidon. Definitely getting the Texas Chainsaw Massacre on a sale. My Criterion version of Thief is good for me. Same for me. I agree. Wes Anderson box set sale during October sale. Done deal. Yeah, and getting it on the Criterion site is probably the way I'm going to go to get those points toward a $50 gift certificate. So, but definitely getting it during the flash sale for 50% off. So that's probably the way I'm going to go with that one. Wish the price was a little bit lower, but yeah. Movie Addict, have a great evening, James. Same to you, and hope that the graduation goes great. Congratulations again to your son. Let's see, I have an LG 4K region-free Blu-ray player, not at home, so I can't tell you the model, but it does the job. Cool. But yeah, folks, thanks again for joining this live stream. Hope that you all have a great weekend ahead. Let's see what people are saying here. Just got for a few dollars more 4K yesterday. I have a Sony 4K player, but it only plays 4Ks and region B titles. Watch out for those region-free Blu-rays. Okay, good to know. Gung Shi says, I have the Sony player. Haven't had any problems with it so far, and it's great to be able to watch movies from anywhere in the world. Yeah, and I have a number of titles that have the region locked Blu-rays. Another one is like this Bruce Lee set. I've got the 4Ks, which are region free, of course, but then a lot of the features are on the Blu-rays that are region locked. So it's for that reason, titles like that, titles like the Fistful of Dollars, the whole Dollars trilogy, some of the other titles that I have that have these region locked Blu-rays are what's pushing me to get a region-free player support. Cheers, James. Have a great weekend, everybody. Same to you, Gung Shi. Hope you all have a great weekend. This weekend on the channel, I do plan to put out another entry in my director's series. This time, I'll be talking about Taste of Noah Baumbach and Greta Gerwig films. So be on the lookout for that. That'll probably be coming out either tomorrow, Saturday, or on Sunday. And of course, I'm continuing our walking and talking series. So be on the lookout for that as I get ready for the Peachtree Road Race here in Atlanta, Georgia. So hope you all have a great weekend. Dell, you have a great weekend as well. Thanks for joining. Hope you have a fantastic Friday evening and weekend. And we will look to see you all next time at the movies. Hope you have a great weekend. Peace.